So ARK Survival Ascended has been officially launched now for just over a year, and let's just say it's been an interesting ride so far. There's been some ups and there's been some downs, and there's been some really rough downs too for ASA. But today we are going to be diving into the world of 2025 for the game. It looks to be a better year. Wildcard have learned quite a bit from the first year of launching with Unreal Engine 5, and we're going to be going through when to be expecting all of the maps next year. Some are rough ETAs and some have been confirmed, so if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, and let's dive in to today's video. Now, one of the big questions that I'm sure I'm going to be asked in this video is, where is Extinction, Dom? We've still not had Extinction, and if you're watching this before Extinction launches, it's coming this year, 2024. It's coming December 16th, 2024 to be precise. So that will be the last big bit of content you guys can expect to come, big content update to come with ARK, so for 2024. So let's move into 2025. So January, there will never be a map launch in January. Never happens, never has happened in any history of ARK Survival Ascended. Survival Evolved to be in fact as well, because that is always the bug fixing month. That is the come back to work after the holiday break and fix whatever is going wrong with Extinction. And obviously there's going to be problems with Extinction when it launches. There always is, things that need to be fixed, and that's what January is going to be for. When February comes along, we get the Love Evolved event. But I am not expecting a new map in February, and the reason why I'm not expecting a new map is because we have got the announcement that ARK Ascended is coming in March 2025. So it does look like we're looking at a 3-month gap for ASA Ragnarok. It would be nice if we saw another map before that, but as I said, it's very, very unlikely. I'll explain to you what map it will be if one comes before, but we've got Ragnarok confirmed for March. This is bringing the giant bison, which is a new creature coming to the game, and also there's a new hidden armor set coming. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of fantastic tame alongside with this too, and that's coming March 2025. So that's one of the biggest things you can expect first. Next up, I have Genesis Part 1. Now, as you guys know, there's 2 parts to Genesis, and with this new map, we will be expecting the new version of Bob's Tall Tales. So Bob's Tall Tales is a season pass for Scorched Earth, Aberration, and Extinction. After that, there will be a season pass for Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2, and this will most likely go on sale on the launch of, or just before or around the launch of Genesis Part 1. We have no idea what the name is going to be for the Genesis Season Pass yet. And by the way, all of these maps are free. I need to say this in the video. It is optional if you want to pay for the Season Pass. The Season Pass gives you extra content. The maps are free. So the current ETA for Genesis is Wildcard are working in the 2-month to 3-month release schedule. And yeah, it's so the average. So if we go March, April, May. So earliest is May probably for Genesis Part 1, and then obviously June is the latest it could potentially be. I'm really hoping it comes at least May. I think sticking in with the 2-month map releases is the only way that Wildcard are going to get all of these out for the rest of 2025, and a new paid DLC, so it's going to be an interesting one. After that, we have ARK Valguero. Now, this is another very, very interesting one, because Nakatus, who is the creator of Fjorda and was a dev on Valguero, is actually teaming up with Studio Wildcard to work. This has been officially confirmed to work on Valguero. So if Studio Wildcard are in this very, very tight pipeline of getting these maps out all before 2025, you could potentially see a closer launch with Valguero between Genesis Part 1 and Valguero. Because if they're being... because it is going to be worked on by Studio Wildcard. It's not going to be a third party. But I reckon a lot of the work will be done on Nakatis' side. Just because they're going to be working on so many other bits. But we will see. Let's hope they don't give him too much to do. But we want Nakatis to be, creative with it. Because he is the creative one of the best modders, if not the best modder in the industry. So my ETA for this... it's hard to put one on there, but I'm going around the sort of May, June time as well, nearer Genesis, just because there's extra work. Then next up, we have Gen 2, Genesis Part 2. Now, the reason I believe this will come before the other maps is because they need to get this Genesis Season Pass and all of the story maps completed and out the way in 2025. I promise you that is going to be major priority for Wildcard this year, is to get, in 2025, is to get all story maps from the first game done. The reason they want to do that is they want to move onto a whole new world. Because what they really, truly want to do is go back to the way. And I would love a dev to challenge me on this, because I know this is obviously going to be the future. They want to be able to get back to the days of selling maps with content. Once all the story maps are done, they can bring back the old season passes, and create a whole new universe within this new canon story coming in the future. So I think Gen 2 will come some point after summer. I'm going to give it an ETA around September time, like Aberration launched, and you'll be seeing those 4 maps most likely if everything is on time. That then leaves 3 final non-story maps. The biggest question in the ARK community is, will these maps be able to make it out on time alongside this next paid DLC? Do I think they could do it? There's a chance, but do I think they will? No. So I will put them with potential ETAs, and we'll look at their old ETAs as well. But Crystal Isles is meant to be the next one up after Genesis Part 2. And if we were to see Crystal Isles actually launch in time, we're going to be sort of seeing it some point in October, potentially November, if we are lucky. Because I do think Studio Wildcard will have their eyes set on a 2025 launch for their new paid DLC, which will have more information to come at the end of this year, which I think this next one will be released in December. So for December 2025, I believe that will be the next paid DLC. They are missing 2 maps, right? And that's the Lost Island and Fjorda. Now, I think I'll be very, very, very disappointed if these 2 maps don't make it out. But the problem is, when you look at 2025 as a whole, they've got to release 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maps, plus the new DLC we don't know about yet. That is 8 maps. Do you really think Studio Wildcard are going to be able to get 8 maps out in 1 year? I don't think so. It would be the absolute dream if they managed to do it. But to be honest, I just can't see it. But for me, the 100% confirmed ones that you will see next year, Ragnarok, Genesis 1, Valguero, and Genesis 2. They are the 4 confirmed maps you will definitely see in 2025, alongside a potential, not potential, it's a confirmed next story canon DLC. But as for the other 3 or 2, it's on the rocks at the moment, and I will let you guys know as soon as I get the news on all of them. It's going to be an interesting year. To be honest, I've never seen anything like this. It's weird. It's so different from ARK Survival Evolved. It's exciting because there's lots of content launches happening, but all we can do is sit and wait for news from Studio Wildcard. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.